In the previous video, we were setting up our energy bar. We had programmed it to increase by 25 points when we touch the sprite. When we touch the canvas, it would decrease by 75 points. And so we have that aspect too. Now, if we're going to take a look at this now, we were calling what happens if it's less than 0. Well, we need to basically reset our game functions then. So we're going to reset our global misses. So we can come up here, duplicate this, set our global misses to steal this math block from that. We're going to reset that to 0. We're going to want to display that as well. To reset our misses, we're going to do the same thing for our points text. So we can come here and duplicate our points text. And we got to grab that set points as well. And we're going to take this off and we're going to set our global points to 0 as well. I'm going to steal this math block that I duplicated. The next thing we're going to have to do is with our energy. So we're going to set our global energy, duplicate this. We need to reset that label to our original value, which was 275. And then we need to display that as well. Now this coding I can drop into my else statement now. The other thing I want to do is I want to make it so the user can't play anymore. So what I want to come and do is grab my image sprite, and I want to set my image sprite visibility to false, which means it's no longer on screen. Now I'm going to duplicate this. If I set it to false, that means when I hit the reset button, I want to set it to true. So I want to come back to my reset button here, and I want to make it visible there. I also want to turn off my clock. So I'm going to come here, and I'm going to say set clock timer enabled to false. I'm going to duplicate this. I'm going to set the false underneath my image sprite here. I'm going to set this enabled to true so I can come back to my reset button when that's clicked. The other thing I want to do is set my canvas visibility to false as well. So this allows the user not to be able to score even negative points at this point. And I'm going to set it to true when I click on my reset button. So what we're going to be able to do now is test out our app and see how it's running. Now that I have my emulator up, I'm going to run my program. We can see when I get my energy bar below, I'm going to reset it, restarts this over. But you're going to notice even when I score points, I lose my energy. So what that shows me is my energy value make, because we got to remember when I touch the sprite, I'm also touching the canvas. So what I'm really having occur is a net gain of 25 here. So the value on that has to be higher. So now if we take a look, my energy bar will grow, and if I miss, my energy bar will shrink. Now again, these are values that you can play with, but now we have a more functioning game. So I hope this helps as you develop your own game.